To hit the bottle. To drink alcohol, often excessively or habitually. To seek solace or escape through alcohol consumption. She hits the bottle every weekend to unwind after a stressful week. Some people hit the bottle as a way to cope with depression or anxiety. He's been hitting the bottle hard since his breakup with his girlfriend. It's important to seek help if you find yourself hitting the bottle too often. After losing his job, he started hitting the bottle to numb the pain. To be high as a kite. To be under the influence of drugs, especially those that induce euphoria or altered states of consciousness. To be intoxicated or in a state of heightened excitement or elation. He's been high as a kite ever since he got his dream job. After winning the championship, the team was high as a kite with excitement. The rock star was high as a kite during the concert, giving an electrifying performance. She took ecstasy at the party and was high as a kite all night. After smoking marijuana, he was high as a kite and couldn't stop laughing. To be on cloud nine. To be extremely happy or euphoric. To be in a state of blissful contentment or joy. When she found out she was pregnant, she was on cloud nine. After receiving a promotion at work, he was on cloud nine. Accomplishing his lifelong dream left him on cloud nine. Being in love can make you feel like you're on cloud nine. Winning the lottery left him on cloud nine for weeks. To be as cool as a cucumber. To remain calm and composed, especially in stressful situations. To appear relaxed and unruffled, even in challenging circumstances. Even under pressure, the pilot remained as cool as a cucumber, safely landing the plane. During the crisis, she was as cool as a cucumber, calmly directing the team. Despite the chaos around her, she remained as cool as a cucumber. He stayed as cool as a cucumber when his car broke down in the middle of nowhere. He faced the interviewer's tough questions, appearing as cool as a cucumber. To be in hot water. To be in trouble or facing criticism due to one's actions or decisions. To be in a difficult or challenging situation that may lead to negative consequences. The politician found herself in hot water after making controversial remarks. He knew he'd be in hot water with his parents if they found out about his grades. The celebrity's offensive tweet landed them in hot water with their fans and sponsors. Students can get in hot water for cheating on exams. The company is in hot water with regulators for violating environmental regulations. To be in deep water. To be in a difficult or challenging situation, often involving serious consequences. To be out of one's depth or facing circumstances beyond one's ability to handle. The company's financial troubles left it in deep water, struggling to stay afloat. After missing the deadline, he found himself in deep water with his boss. She realized she was in deep water when she couldn't answer any of the exam questions. The athlete was in deep water when he injured his knee right before the championship. Failing the class put him in deep water with his parents. To be on thin ice. To be in a precarious or risky situation where one wrong move could lead to trouble. To be in a fragile or unstable position, often due to past mistakes or unresolved issues. The new manager is on thin ice after making several mistakes in the first week. The company's financial troubles have put employees' jobs on thin ice. After the recent scandal, the CEO is on thin ice with the board of directors. His inappropriate behavior put him on thin ice with his colleagues. The team is on thin ice after losing several key players to injury. To be under the influence. To be affected by alcohol, drugs, or other substances that alter one's behavior or perception. To be intoxicated or impaired due to the consumption of mind-altering substances. The teenager was caught under the influence at school and faced disciplinary action. The driver was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. Being under the influence impairs judgment and increases the risk of accidents. She was clearly under the influence during her presentation, slurring her words and stumbling. He was under the influence of drugs when he got into a fight at the party. To be off the wagon. To return to an addiction or bad habit after a period of abstinence or improvement. To relapse into unhealthy behavior, especially related to alcohol or drug use. After 6 months of sobriety, he fell off the wagon and started drinking again. Recovering addicts must be vigilant to avoid falling off the wagon. He had been off the wagon for years before finally seeking help for his addiction. She's been off the wagon since losing her job, unable to cope with the stress. She struggled to stay off the wagon after her divorce, turning to alcohol for comfort. To be on the straight and narrow. To live an honest and morally upright life, free from wrongdoing or illegal activities. To follow a path of righteousness or ethical behavior, avoiding temptations and pitfalls. His friends encouraged him to stay on the straight and narrow and avoid trouble. After serving time in prison, he vowed to stay on the straight and narrow. Staying on the straight and narrow is essential for maintaining sobriety. She decided to get her life back on track and stay on the straight and narrow. He credits his faith for keeping him on the straight and narrow during difficult times. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.